Week 14 of the NFL season is here, but before we get into these games, last week I went 10 and 6. 10 and 6 is pretty decent. I mean, it's not amazing, but it's not bad either. I feel like 9 and 7, 8 and 8, and anything below that is bad. 10 and 6 is solid, but I should really be going like 14 and 2, 15 and 1, 16 and 0, but it is what it is. So let's get into these week 14 games, and should be a good week. Let's start off with the Thursday night football game, Cowboys at Bears. This one's a tough one. Two underperforming teams going at it on Thursday night. Both of these teams played on Thanksgiving, so neither of these teams have like an advantage over the other one in terms of rest time, like from last game. So this one's honestly a toss-up, but I am gonna go with the Bears in this one. Their defense is good. The Cowboys' defense hasn't been playing up to their standards, and I feel like the Bears get a win at home versus the Cowboys, and they get to, I believe, 7 and 6, and the Cowboys fought at 6 and 7. Panthers at Falcons. Ron Rivera got fired. I believe it was a mistake. I mean, it's not his fault. Kyle Allen is garbage. It's not his fault. The Falcons, well, they haven't been good besides like 2 weeks. And for whatever reason, whenever a head coach gets fired, the following week, that team that fired the coach, they just come out and they just get like an emotional win or something. Like it's weird. It typically happens. And you know what? I expect the Panthers to have a win against the Falcons. Colts at Buccaneers. This one's a tough one to predict, but I am taking the Buccaneers in this one. The Colts, I mean, Jacoby Brissett was pretty much exposed these last 2 weeks against Houston and Tennessee. I don't think the Colts defense can stop the Buccaneers offense. Well, I mean, it is boom or bust, but still, I don't think they can stop it. Jacoby Brissett will be without T.Y. Hilton, Eric Ebron, Marlon Mack. I just don't think the Colts can win this game. Dolphins at Jets. This one's a tough one, man, because the Dolphins have been playing better as of late. The Dolphins did beat the Jets 5 weeks ago. And the Jets, even though they've been playing better, they just lost to the Bengals. You don't lose to the Bengals, but I'm gonna take the Jets in this one anyways. The Dolphins, they have 3 wins already. Everybody thought they were gonna tank this season, but yet here they are with 3 wins. It's hard for me to see the Dolphins with 4 wins, I think 3 is it for the Dolphins. Next game, 49ers at Saints. Oh, man. It sucks that this one is a 1 o'clock game. Really would have loved to watch this one, but I am going to go with the Saints in this one. They're at home. Their defense is solid. They got Drew Brees, Alvin Kamara, Michael Thomas has been unstoppable this season. I just think the Saints are too good. I think the Saints are the best team in the NFC. Next game, Lions at Vikings. I have the Vikings winning this game. I do think it'll be close, but in typical Lions fashion, they will find a way to lose this game. Next game, Broncos at Texans. I am taking the Texans in this one. I think they're a better team, and they're also at home. Next game, Ravens at Bills. I'm taking the Ravens in this one. I think they're a way better team. I don't trust Josh Allen. He's bad. He's going up against a good defense. The Bills' defense might make it a little close, but I just do not believe in this Buffalo Bills team. I think their 9-3 record is a fluke. I don't think the Bills are a legitimate threat in the playoffs. I think they're an easy out. Next game, Bengals at Browns. I'm taking the Browns in this one after a disappointing loss last week. Cleveland, they had a chance at the playoffs if they could just run the table, but they lost to Pittsburgh. Their season's pretty much done, so yeah, I think they'll get a win here against Cincinnati, though. I think they're a better team. Overall, way more talented, but I don't know. The Bengals did get a win last week against the Jets, so maybe the Bengals can start doing something here at the end. Next game, Redskins at Packers. I am taking the Packers in this one simply because they're a better team. I don't think the Redskins are going to really stand a chance against the Packers. Next game, Chargers at Jaguars. This is a tough one, man. I like the Chargers, but they're really underperforming this year. The Jaguars, well, Nick Foles got benched. In comes Gardner Minshew. I don't know where to go with this one, but I'm going to go with the Chargers in this one, though. This one's a little tough one to predict, but I think the Jaguars lose this game, and I have a feeling that Doug Marrone might be on the way out this season. Maybe not here after week 14, but I think definitely after the season's over, Doug Marrone will be gone. However, I think with Jacksonville, I think they need to clean house. Tom Coughlin's got to go too. But I don't think they will. I think just Doug Marrone will go, so the Jaguars will be stuck in the same spot for the next few years, at least until Tom Coughlin is gone. Next game, Steelers at Cardinals. I am taking the Steelers in this one. I think they're just a way better team, even though their quarterback situation is not ideal. They have really good defense. Next game, Titans at Raiders. This one's a tough one to predict, man. The Raiders have really been disappointing these past 2 weeks, and the Titans have really been impressive these last, 6 weeks? 5 weeks? So, this one's a tough one. I feel like the Raiders will rebound in this one. Coming off 2 ugly losses. They're at home. Tennessee has to travel to Oakland. I think the Raiders get the win here. I think it'll be a good game, though. I don't think this game's going to be a blowout. I don't think the Raiders get blown out. I don't think the Titans get blown out. Honestly, I can see this game going either way. And I wanted to pick the Titans, but I just cannot see the Raiders losing 3 in a row. I had a lot of hope in them, just a few weeks ago, and then they go out there and get destroyed by the Jets and then get destroyed by the Chiefs. That's embarrassing. I just do not see the Raiders losing another week in a row. Now, if the Raiders do lose, then the Titans pretty much eliminate the Raiders from playoff contention, it feels like. So it'll be Tennessee and Pittsburgh fighting for that 6th seed if the Titans do win. Now, if the Raiders win, then obviously the Raiders would be thrown into the mix. Next game, Chiefs at Patriots. I am taking the Patriots in this one. I think the Patriots are a better team. I think they'll run the ball. I think they'll come off pissed after that Houston loss last week. And I just don't think the Chiefs have the defense to stop Tom Brady. They don't have the defense to do what Houston did last week against New England. So I feel like if anything, this game's going to be a shootout. But I feel like the Patriots are going to do the same thing they did last year in the AFC Championship game. And that's just run the ball, keep Mahomes off the field. And they'll win this game. Seahawks at Rams. I'm taking the Seahawks in this one. I think they're just a way better team. That's pretty much all it comes down to. Giants at Eagles. Even though the Eagles have been struggling, I do think they're a better team than the Giants, so I am taking the Eagles. Well, those are my predictions for the week. Comment down below your own predictions for the week, and yeah, be sure to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.